up everyone, it's your girl Shay here, and I'm obviously here with another video for you guys, and this time it's actually going to be another review. It's going to be a manga review on the manga LDK, but it's going to be on volumes 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, that's what this week's video is going to be about, and honestly, I'm glad I read all 3 volumes together because such a lot happened. In the volumes 8, 9, and 10, you meet Ai's dad, who comes to visit her and realizes that she and Shusui are living together. So you see this whole debacle start out between her dad and also Shusui. What basically ends up happening is first they try to, at least Ai and Shusui, they try and come up with some sort of plan so that Ai's dad does not know that they are living together. So they kind of say like he's her teacher and stuff like that, but obviously that doesn't work and he ends up finding out anyway. Now he's at one point was trying to get Ai to change schools because of the fact he didn't like that they were living together, and he was very unsure of what Shusui's intentions were with his daughter. Needless to say, after a while, things kind of patched up. But one of the great things that I really liked about the entrance of Ai's dad into the equation was that you got to see a little bit more into Ai's life and how close she and her dad actually are. So I guess at one point in Ai's life, she was very hard for her to make friends, so she didn't have any, and her dad was actually her best friend for a pretty long time. So it shows why she didn't want to hurt her dad. But after a while, of course, her dad turned around and was pretty okay with their relationship and them living together, but he kind of gave them some advice, and that is that now that they're living together and they're also together, that if they get into some sort of argument, they have to very much act like adults because they're also going home to each other, so they can't just run off or run away from their problems. They actually have to sit and talk about them and hope that everything basically kind of works out for the best. So when you get into volume 10, pretty much that is where everything has kind of cooled off with Ai's dad, but now it's the brand new school year, and you see Shusui and Ai end up being in the exact same class. Now before the previous volumes in the previous school year, Ai and Shusui were in separate classes, but now that they're in the same class, Ai doesn't really know how to act around Shusui. Not only that, but she doesn't really know, how can I put it, she's kind of not for sure what she's going to find out about Shusui since they're now in pretty much the same class. So that's one of the things that she's kind of worried about. Now, along with that, you also meet a couple of additional characters in the story. You meet one girl whose name is Hana, and you meet another girl as well whose name at this point I kind of can't remember. But you meet them, and one of them, Hana, I believe, actually was friends with Shusui back in middle school, so she knows him quite well, and they were on the same basketball team as well. So of course you know that at this point there's probably going to be another love interest. But also I got herself into a little bit of a predicament when she first met these girls, and that's because she told them that she was kind of in between when it came to Shusui and whether or not she was one of his many fangirls. So that kind of helped her make friends, but it kind of kicked her in the butt as well, because now it's like she kind of has to keep her relationship with Shusui a secret. Not really, but kind of. Not only that, but volume 10 leaves off on a bit of a cliffhanger with one of the girls actually finding out, or at least hinting at the fact that she thinks that Ai and Shusui are together and also living together. But we'll see what happens in the next volume once I get that book. But overall, I am still very much enjoying this manga. It's very much of an easy read. There are, to me, just a lot of different characters that don't seem to stay long, and it seems like each individual volume has a completely different like storyline. Maybe not storyline, but a completely different arc as far as the characters that are involved. I want to say the longest arc as far as like another love interest or potential love interest was with Wataru, which went on for like maybe 2 or 3 volumes, and also the conflict with Ai's dad finding out that Shusui and Ai were living together went on for about 2 volumes. But I feel like that's the longest. But I feel like any other character that's been involved was really quickly not destroyed, but just like written off in the manga, and you don't hear about them again, which kind of sucks. But I just wish that there was only one actual like other potential love interests, and that they kind of drag that out just a little bit longer, because it's all these ups and downs, which I'm all for ups and downs when it comes to shoujo mangas and shoujo animes, but I'm not all for them when there's a constant stream of brand new characters coming in that are potentially going to screw up the relationship between the two main characters. But maybe that's just me, but let me know what you guys think about that as well. And yeah, so basically my review of these 3 volumes is I enjoyed them. I love the looking more into Ai and her dad's relationship. That was probably my favorite part. I am looking forward to reading more as things go on between Ai and the 2 girls in her class, that with one of them being friends with Shusui beforehand, and seeing what happens there, because I can see a lot of drama coming out with that. And also one of the girls I already don't like because she's kind of conniving and very in schemes a lot, so I'm kind of interested to see what happens there, but I won't find out till I get volume number 11, which I hope to get soon. But yeah, that's my review of these 3 volumes. I hope that you guys read these as well. I apologize if these have spoilers in it as well, but once again, these are like my little reviews slash recaps. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you guys have read this manga as well, comment down below. And like always, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, I'm in a new setup. I'm once again sitting on my bed. I'm actually enjoying this setup a little bit more. I do have to work on the lighting and also the positioning of the camera a little bit more, but otherwise, it should be good. Alright you guys, I will talk to you guys soon, and I'll have a new video out for you guys on Monday. Bye. Mwah.